Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bees for Build. We're here working on the camper truck. So this idea originally came about, we kind of wanted to build a conversion van, and then I thought, well, I'd really love to have it be able to tow the builds, and then I thought, well, I'd really love for it to be four-wheel drive, and then I thought, we bought a Ram 3500 at auction. It was totally crashed from the front end and it ended up being a lot more crashed than we thought. So we figured let's use that truck and build the ultimate camper overlanding truck. So we fixed up the front end by replacing the damaged frame rails, rebuilding the front end out, and then we actually got it running and driving once again. From there we took the truck bed off and built our camper floor. And then we framed out the floor of the camper box, eventually putting walls on it, and then we put windows and doors on those walls, and the only thing that we have left out so far is the back. As you can see, it's pretty open here. That was on purpose so we could get in and out, but in today's episode, that's over. We are gonna build out the back of this thing. A rear window goes in here, a rear door goes in here, a bunch of storage goes in the back. It's a pretty cool design that we've come up with, and we're gonna build it all out. Stay tuned. Before we get down to it, I want to take a second out to thank our sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by Manscaped. Manscaped is trusted by over 8 million men for their trimmers, their hygiene and shower formulations, and their premium boxers. And new to the collection is a revolutionary beard styling kit. Hence why I'm here. Introducing the Beard Hedger Pro Kit by Manscaped. Whether you've been growing a beard for years like myself or you're just getting started, let me give you a few simple steps for the perfect beard grooming regimen. Step 1, find out what style fits your face shape and your personality the best. Is it a 5 o'clock shadow, or maybe you're trying to grow some hair to accentuate your jawline? The Beard Hedger has more than 20 different lengths that can be selected with the zoom wheel, so you get 20 lengths in one guard. It's pretty awesome. Step 2, not all beard hairs are gonna grow in the same. Some places are gonna be patchy, some places are gonna be more full, so you need to know how to style and hide to get your best look. And you're gonna wanna style that look with Manscaped's Beard Balm. It's paraben free, it's phthalate free, and it's dye free. Step number 3 is be patient. Growing a beard takes a lot of time, so let those good spots grow out while trimming everything else up with the trimmer and its titanium coated T-blade, which cuts the hairs in a single stroke. And the Beard Hedger is also waterproof, so it can be used in wet or dry situations. Step number 4, you got your beard looking good, now you want to make it smell good too. Manscaped's beard shampoo cleanses your beard, and it's cruelty free, it's paraben free, it's sulfate free, it's dye free, it's even vegan. And they also have a conditioner. Manscaped's beard conditioner pampers your beard and your skin, leaving your beard feeling silky soft. And with the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, you even get a free beard accessory pack that includes a beard comb, beard scissors, and a beard brush. So guys, head to manscaped.com today and you're gonna get 20% off your order plus free shipping when you use my code BUILD at checkout. It's on the screen right here. It's at the top of the description. Go click that link. Again, you're gonna get 20% off your order and free shipping, even free international shipping when you use my code BUILD at checkout. Thanks so much to Manscaped for sponsoring this episode. Let's get back to work. All right, getting started. This is kind of an interesting thing. There's a big box that goes from here deep into the truck, 36 inches deep, and then it goes back down, and that's sealed off from the habitat. What that gives us is a sleeping area up top above it, and then down below we're going to be putting things like generators, power inverters. We're going to run all the power. That's going to be like Power Central, and then storage for the camper truck as well. So we have a door that's going to go here that needs to fold down, and it connects up with this bar right here, and then on the top we also have a window that hinges up. So that's what we're going to be working on and focusing on in the back. Let me show you the 3D model. This shows the rough idea. We decided to put some wheel storage and another box storage on there, so it's not very bland because this is a really large opening. We didn't want to just have it be like a big flat wall. As you'll see later in the episode, these hinging storage bar things make for a really cool way to lower the rear gate to be basically a big tailgate. Which I don't know if you know this, but tailgates are great for tailgating, and tailgating is fun. So Oscar and I have been talking about how we want to build this rear door out, just keeping in mind a lot of different things for the utility of it and the different weather seals that we need to put on here. And we've got an idea, and we're gonna go ahead and start building. Let's get to it. Guys, we got a door. The door is built in. It's on the hinges. It folds in and out. You can see we've got some stuff built up there so it doesn't fall down on us, but this is our door. It's gonna fold down to lay flat so we can load and unload things into the truck. We're waiting on a little bit more material so we can build out all the sealing surfaces so the door seals into the back here. While we're waiting on that material, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the back window. So this whole thing, this trapezoidal shape up here, is a window that folds open. It hinges open with gas struts. So it's a big old thing, and then it's actually got a huge window in the middle of it too. So it's like a dual purpose. It's like opening window. And we're gonna go ahead and build out the frame of it, get it hinging, and so we can get kind of eyes on it, how we wanna get the gas struts in there and stuff like that. And we'll also get the window frame in there as well. We got our upper door slash window thing built out. Oh, glass just came in for all the windows at the hardware store, so we got to go get that today. So we still got to put our trim on it, and then you can see the hinges are all welded in, and then we're going to get it on up in there, and well, we'll test it out. So let's finish out the trim work. We'll show you the backside once it's up in the truck. All right, guys, we got the rear hatch window in. This is a really cool thing. So now we got the door, opens this way, obviously, and then the rear hatch opens this way. Probably wondering what this little strip in the middle is, and that's soon to be filled in, and that's the actual permanent part that runs across horizontally. So you have to imagine that this door opens to unveil a box that's inside the camper van, and on top of, so that box runs the whole width of the thing, goes in and then comes down. It goes in about almost 3 feet, and then it goes down. Inside there, we put things like generators. There's going to be the electrical, that kind of main area for electrical. There's going to be batteries, battery storage is in there, or batteries for the camper are in there, and that type of thing, maybe, you know, a cooler and other stuff like that. And then, so that's a box that's completely sealed off from the inside of the habitat. And then when you are in there, on the top of the box that we're calling it, it ends right here and it goes out 3 feet, and that's basically a bed. That's a sleeping area or a sitting area, and that's why this door, this upper hatch, this will swing out. So if the window's not enough, if you're hanging out there and you're chilling on the bed and you like just looking out the window's not enough and you want it to be open air, there's going to be gas struts on here, and you can see we're hinging on the top. Gas struts are going to assist the lift, and it'll lift this back door up to be hanging out about a 90-degree angle, so you can have it completely open air. As far as opening windows, we have this one, door opens, and then the one for the door over there open, and we're hoping that'll give us, you know, enough breeze and enough openings that it'll be nice. So it's a really big opening in the back that's going to be really cool, and it should be a really pleasant time to be in that back area chilling out and be able to open that thing up and see out. So what we're gonna work on next is a couple different things. The fill panel is one, just getting that done. That's a permanent thing, just needs to be sheet metaled in, the fill panel. And then our rear bumper. This is our starting point for our rear bumper. It is a Weston brand bumper, and we found it on carparts.com, and I hit up carparts.com and asked if they wanted to partner with us on this build, and they were super keen to do it. So this is actually given to us courtesy of carparts.com. So I'll put a link in the description if you're looking for, you're gonna see us use a lot more parts. We got a lot of them over there that are going to go on the front end swap, and we also have a front bumper that we got on carparts.com. So a lot of good stuff came from them that is going to be thrown on the build shortly, and this is basically a starting point, but it's got to be a lot wider because this is set up to go on a standard Ram 3500, and we are a lot wider in the back now. So you can see we've drawn a line right down here in the middle, and we're going to cut it, and lengthen it and widen it so it'll fit on the back of the Habitat, which is much wider than the stock truck was. So thanks carparts.com, and now we're going to cut the car parts in half. Oscar's got the rear bumper extended quite nicely. You can see that he's matched each facet and extended it through the way. We just went ahead and called Metal Supermarkets, told them how much steel we needed in each different little section, ordered it up, welded it in, grinded it down. Did a great job. Let's get it on the truck and see what it looks like. Looking good. Now we're gonna raise this up a little bit. It's not mounted. We want to wait till we get things like our tail lights, our reverse sensors. We're gonna do a backup camera in here somewhere as well. We got a few more little odds and ends to add, and then we will be mounting this thing permanently. Oh, the winch is a really big one. We have a winch coming for this. We really want to get the winch in there, make sure we test fit and everything before we figure out how we're gonna permanently mount this to the vehicle. But it looks really awesome, and you can start to see once you get one finished piece on here how it all starts to just come together. But we've got a lot more stuff to come. Before we do that though, we're gonna finish off some of these trim pieces and this kind of like little small pieces of work that we need to do to just get things done. So there's metal that goes through here, there's trim pieces that go here, there's filler piece that goes here, bunch of those things. We're gonna just bust them all out right now before we move on to the next big thing, which is our rear swing arms. All right, we got the back getting kind of finished out here. We got the filler panel in here, the filler panel in here, all of our trim running along here. It's looking really good. So now the final piece to the design that we have here is two swing arms that one holds a tire and one holds a box. We know that the post is gonna come out of here, kind of come down and connect back into here, and the swing arm is gonna close in here, and they'll lock in the middle. It's gonna be good for security, protect, make sure that the inside of this door can't come down unless that thing's unbolted. And it's also a way of not just having a flat plain wall here, and gives us more storage. So we thought it'd be a cool thing to do. Only problem is we have no design for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make one of those right now. All right, after a little bit of work on the computer, I got it out here how I think I want it to look. So then what we do is we basically just transfer a lot of these measurements of these individual pieces onto paper. We grab the measurements from over here, put it onto paper, and figure out different ways that we can cut it and build it exactly like we see it here. Build it out on the ground first with some of the different level planes, like how this one is totally flat on the bottom. We'll build that out on the ground first, and then we're gonna just move it over to the truck. So Oscar's gonna work on bending these tubes on the right and putting the kind of hinge on them, and Zane's working on cutting out the 2x2 and getting those all laid out. All right, we're about halfway in on the swing arms. So on the ground, you see that we have the 2-inch like the base of the arms, and then Oscar's got the side rails that they're actually going to pivot on, and then we've got these collars. So what we use is 1.5-inch DOM, which we use on a lot of our roll cage stuff, and then this is 175, and they slip joint over each other pretty nicely. And then you have these little guys at the base that get welded on to stop it. And then so that one's going to live down here, pretty much right at the base. This one's going to live up here, and they get welded to those 2-inch jammies, and that allows them to pivot on this arm in and out, and then they're going to pivot over to here where they will lock in the center, and then as we open them up, the back will come down and connect in to a joint over here in space, and then that'll hold the back at perfectly level to the truck so it doesn't have to be braced off the ground. Pretty cool little idea, and we're about halfway there. So we got to build the uppers, and then the uppers come out like this, and then the downshoots come down. You guys have seen the rendering, you know. So we're going to get these things welded out, get them onto here, start swinging things, and get the rest of it in there.
There is a meaning buried within the sound.
That's a little precarious, so we're gonna film this real quick just so we can all see. It's definitely gotta go up a lot from there, but the idea is we're just trying to make sure the width fits, period, which it does. So we're gonna pull it back out of there. We're gonna get the upper arm on its little swing mount like this. We're gonna get the upper arm built out and the downshoots tacked in as well. Real quick before everything breaks. Zane, you wanna help with that? Okay, crisis averted. All right, the pieces of the puzzle have been assembled. So these are our swing arms, but Oscar welded them together in the middle so they ain't too swingy looking. Oscar, you want to unweld those real quick? A nice crack of freedom. All right, so this is how they work. They swing out. You know what I did not think to measure? The distance of how far that is away from how far down the door goes. Like, I was planning on putting a catch right here to capture that door. That's way over there. I think the door's gonna end up like right about here. That was a little bit of a misstep, but not too bad. Do you want to lower the door down? We'll see how it looks. And then the door clears everything, which is a great success. So where would it connect with the arm? Here, I can move this table back a little bit. So right about here, we got to build something that kind of drops down and we'll like let the door hook to it. And then that's how we hold our door nice and level. This is so big, it's really, really hard to see, but that's the idea. The arms swing open and then hold our door, you know, at a level point. And, you know, just don't mind the whole stabby bits hanging out. That's just... All right, so right here is our spare wheel. It goes in this thing. We're gonna work on at least mocking that up. Over there is a box. We're gonna work on mocking that box up. Well, actually, we're just gonna build the box real quick, and we'll get everything kind of in place and show you what it's supposed to look like when we're on the road. looks just like the rendering. Well, quite a transformation from the beginning, which was just a big open hole, to this thing. It's pretty epic. We've been playing with the bumper. We like moving it out a little bit, so we're gonna move that rear bumper just out a little bit more. Obviously gonna be moving it up a little bit so it's more flush, and then we'll get the rear bumper mounted. The box goes right here. We didn't build the door on the other side. The idea is the arm swings out and you get access to this box, what's inside. I built it to be able to fit a Harbor Freight 300-piece tool set that we could put right in there. So the hope is that if we got to do some emergency work on vehicle parts or whatever, we fold that thing down, fold the arms out obviously, fold that thing down, and then we have a workspace right here, tools right there, spare right there. Looks pretty cool. Each time we get a panel on this thing finished out, it's just gonna make it start, you know, leaps and bounds of as far as looking like completion. But at this point, I think we're ready to get it into the new shop. That's what I would like to do, is get out of this shop, because there's just not enough space for all of us to work in here at the same time. But yes, finished side. So we'll go ahead and send a lock through this and finish a lot of these things out. And then I think we're gonna be in the process of moving it. So we're gonna go for a drive for the first time. That'll be exciting. All right, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos on this and on the upcoming Tesla supercar thing build, which will be the next episode. We'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Peace!